mama used to serve as
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oklahoma City Lancers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 15, line it, 15 line. That's track.
On first down, Jefferson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Hatchet, come.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set, hut. Touchdown.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 10-yard line.
Yellow. I'm the Louie. Hey, check.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
On the double.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right here, right here.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
You ain't lock it.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
And ready. Hit it.
Now back to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Lancers nothing. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 29, Mahomes, it's Hill, complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Check. Ready. Hey, no. Crunch time, defense.
And an Cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. There he goes, right side. And touchdown. A great effort there. 56 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Clear.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let him know.
Leo.
Say.
Lee Griffin.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out. I got you, boy. Check.
Go on. Get it.
They'll set up the throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Ready.
They'll try the left side. Jefferson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Single.
Go.
Check it backer.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught by Ridley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On third down, Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready, ready. 10-2 stop.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On second down, Jefferson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's
Big
go.
grip.
On first down, Jefferson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Jefferson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And a give this time to the tailback. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
Tight left. 3 down. SOS.
6-6, bullet high. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, 60 outlaw. On the ball. 5.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Hey, Echo. Pilot, 64, weak.
Back to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
I got you, boy.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Ready. 18, Gator.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Put up.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's get the ball. Wide. Get wide.
Recon, 132 fighter. Deep grip.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
You got at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Mahomes going to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. You got what?
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check, check.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Sturdy base.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Right.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. 29 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And got his man complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
On first down. It's Sanders. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, Lou, hey, 43, 15.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down now, Jefferson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And some room to run now. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. You draw quarters. Hey, check 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down.
Hit it.
On second down, Jefferson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down. 4 down.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 18.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Big grip.
On first down, Jefferson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the ready.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Topper.
Check. Check 24. Check 24.
Get it.
Now a give, right side. Murdoch, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown! A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
Double time. Hey, we got 4 down.
2.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right.